and hiring graduate student. What was your policy? That's all I want to ask.
Okay, but you want to ask about the premier system or the other company system?
Your company.
Okay, my company. Uh, Actually, I think this one is the main question from every student since morning today. This one is I want to share you actually rather than to answer you the question. Actually, Premier itself, we have a graduate program facilitated in London actually, but not here. Sorry, but not here. It's in London. But they go to some very famous university like Harvard or Imperial College. And then last year they recruit 3 engineers, very young. And they all graduated from the, one from HSC and one the other from the mechanic, something like that. And the other one also from the mechanic. So, I mean, each company also have its own strategy. For Premier, actually we have, but that one's worldwide, not in Vietnam. In Vietnam here, actually, we are, they recruit only the experienced guy. For example, like me, our college here, when before we joined the Premier team, actually we work for several service company or the big major company like BP or whoever is a major. For example, like also here the extra. My colleague actually owns many exclamation skill long. Like me is an MS worker and all sort of the service company actually, or some from BP. We have very massive training or recruitment system. So actually, I just want to say, I strongly recommend you just try to get the service company job before go to the independent company like us. Any Islam here, I think Miss Maya from Islam she's smiling because she have very robust system to recruit new employee, right? So, any more questions? I'm very very comfortable. No problem.
Okay, firstly, thank you for your presentation. I'm the admin from Petroleum University too. I see in the in your slide that you in the final session you use the liner casing. I know the normal process of casing, process of cementing, but with the liner casing, how to the cementing, how different with the normal cementing.
Okay. You wonder about the difference between the normal casing and the liner casing. The difference? Cementing. Sorry. The normal casing cementing and the liner cementing, right? Just basically in terms of cement is nothing different. But how we cement is different. The cementing for the normal casing is up to the surface, the top. I mean the casing up to the surface. I mean everything, the casing up to the surface, so we can pump right away, right after the wellhead, is right away from that spot, we can pump cement from. The liner are different. The liner is we set somewhere down below the hole. First of all, normally it is 3,000 meters below the wellhead pond, right? So that one is the hanger pond for the cementing liner or any liner. And then we only allow the cement from that pond only. Above that liner is the drill pipe to run it. So there is some mechanism like mechanical, not the separation plug is a different. The surface casing we do only the normal cement plug. We can drop at the brick block. But the other one, we drop on the brick block is only the dot. The real plug is already engaged to the down 3,000 meters. I cannot answer you in very detail, but you can drop me an email. I can explain to you very detail. about how it works. And also I have some animation for that one. Okay? But basically is one thing, we can pump cement right from the casing to from the warehouse to the casing. The other one, you imagine we have to go through all the drip pipe, with the idea of the drip pipe is very small, and the idea of the casing normally big. Small, and then go to the liner with the idea is quite very big. And then how it works is to have some mechanism for that one. In terms of cementing, in terms of cement recipe, it is nothing different, but only different is the time to thickening the cement only. Because it needs more time to pump the cement. It needs more time to set the cement before it becomes hard during the pumping operation.
How are you using the dog?
Sorry?
Using the dog the dog.
The dart, yes?
I don't know what is the dog.
The dart is a device to insert into the real cementing block and go away from the preset point.
Thank you very much for very interesting presentation. So on behalf of our committee, we have a small gift for speaker. We will invite our university next now. Thank you very much.
Okay, now it's our honor to welcome four more special guests attending to this afternoon sessions. Mr. Edgar Rodriguez, Country Manager from Petroleum, Vietnam. Mr. Raphael Kenner, Country Operation Manager from Halliburton, Vietnam. Mr. Christopher Yap, from Regional Project Coordinator from Weatherford, Vietnam. Mr. Ngô Quý Khanh, Account Coordinator from Weatherford, Vietnam. As continuing our session in this afternoon, it's our pleasure to invite Mr. Nguyễn Hùng Sương, Petrophysics from EC Software Harmony, who will deliver his topic about challenges and solutions for petrophysical infrastructure placement.
Afternoon, everyone. That's why I can use this microphone to this one. So, let's turn to my colleague, Sir, and we will give presentation about the challenges and solution not interpretation in metro for technology. My name is Sung. I'm the Visiting Development Manager for Star Company. So I've been here around for 15 years, working with several companies. My last job is develop staff. As a develop staff for 8 years in software support and zero modular then we hired as the chief geophysicist for the Pacific. So I'm not sure how many of you are here are familiar with the documentation in the pressure vessel. Can you guys hear? No. So I will try to give very light interpretation that will be focused on the listing the challenges and quickly go to the current solution for petrophysical analysis. The first part of the presentation will be about the challenges for basement exploration, and also some the second part will be the solution for rock implementation. Then a very quick overview on the oil and gas exploration in Vietnam. It is a pie chart for the different basins. In Vietnam, we have about 5 basins that actively have the exploration. Then you can see the main basin are Cube Basin. And inside Cube Basin, there's 3 main targets, which is the fracture basement, Polymer Susan, and some other sand. So for Cube Basin, until now, around 70-80% of the cumulative oil production is coming from basement. And fracture basement now still the main target for the oil basement in Cube Basin. So that reflecting the importance to learn and know about the challenges in when we do exploration in basement. I can list here several difficulties that operator usually have to face when they do exploration in basement. First thing is for basement, that is a bit different from the plastic section. We are doing with a massive rock, we have low layers. So basically we have the very high relief on the reservoir. And but inside the reservoir, the complexity, especially the lithology, because we have to do with very different dyes. Even though we call it basement, that cooling glucose, but it can have many different things like granite, chloride, and uride, for example. And we also have to deal with the dye system. That means the second phase intrusion that creating heterogeneity itself. And this kind of heterogeneity is very anisotropic and also have strong influence and direction factors. During my presentation, if you want stop me for any question, please do. I'm not sure that one of the terminologies in petrophysics is interest for you. And the second thing about the fracture basement is for fracture, the granite itself, usually people consider there's no porosity and permeability. So the fresh granite, that means there's nothing to interest us. Then usually the challenge will be like on how to estimate the porosity, the permeability, and also the water saturation. Basically, all the conventional methods that we apply for plastic section, for example, like RC cement rules, doesn't work in the basement. Can someone tell me the reason why we cannot apply the conventional method for fracture basement? What is the key difference here? Come on.
I'm from Petroleum University, and I'm starting out with petroleum geography, so I have attended this discussion. And for me, I think that the different why we can apply the same method that we use in a conventional reservoir with this is one kind of unconventional reservoir. And I think that the reason because you already mentioned here, because there are no metrics here, there are no rule that we do not know exactly what happened under the basement. The fracture is not have the rule for this that we can imagine exactly. And I heard that some of the engineer, he told me that when we apply the flood, injecting water into the basement, and we don't know where the water going because it's all the mystery, and we don't know what is inside under the basement.
Thank you, and I think you can give the presentation better than me. Yeah. But anyway, there's some truth about that the fracture basement is very complexities, but we are trying to find the rules to model it, to understand about it. And from my opinion, even though people can say that fracture is very random process, but deep inside, I believe that the fracture itself cannot happen without any reason. It only happens when it's under kind of stress. And geomechanics can, if we can model the geomechanics well, at least we can predict some fracture distribution. So back to the fracture basement. You are right about the reason why we cannot use the conventional method to apply for petrophysical analysis in fracture basement, because the pore-space model is totally different. So for the plastic, we are working with pore-space model, which is the intergranular space, and for the fracture basement reservoir, the pore-space itself is lying in the fracture system, not intergranular. So basically, we have to find another method, and that is coming to our recommendation that for fracture basement, you need to use an unconventional workflow in order to get a reasonable interface, to get reasonable porosity or estimation. So to explain about the complex lithology, this chart is coming from literature, and it can show you how complex granite rock can be. And also, if we look at some example, we can see here's only one. Several hundred meters inside the basement, but you can see that the lithology changed very quickly. Then there's some picture in our blog can show you the complexity we are dealing with the fractures and filling when it come down. Yeah. And this is a picture from the core in the basement. We can see that different pores space inside the basement, and you are very bright, absolutely compressed granite. There's no integrating porosity. The porosity only lies on the fracture, the big one is, and the small one here. So we have made some statistics from, and also checking with the literature. Then this is our concept on the pore-space model. So basically, in the fracture basement, we can ignore the matrix. We are building with the macro fracture system. The characteristic of macro fracture system actually is it will be we can use the aperture as a threshold. So the big aperture will be the macro one. And the key problem is the fluid flow inside the macro fracture system is the granule part. So basically that is aerodynamic communities. So for the micro fracture system, with a small fine aperture system and the capillary pressure is very important role. And for the buck, we made the definition of the buck is enhanced pore-space that associate with the fracture. So basically, for example, like the fracture plate is happening here first, then you do the secondary process to integrate the buck. The key problem about the buck is it helps you or it creates the oil test, but it not change the permeability compared to the fracture. So that is the reason why you need to estimate the buck and the fracture permeability differently. So a bit of history, the lesson learned actually is coming from the Petro as well, because the Petro they have been working in the basement for the last 20 years, and they're coming with from the very beginning. They're also using the traditional method to calculate the porosity in the fracture basement. So basically, that is coming from neutral curve, density, and solid. And I don't explain about this formula because I think everyone is aware of that. It is our well-looking cost, right? The important for fracture basement is the matrix value for basement can be read very fast. For example, like this table. I'm not sure we can see it on this projector, but anyway, it can read significantly. That is the reason why we cannot have a reliable estimation of porosity if we use this method. Then, if we use resistivity method, it is until now still some operator I still see they are using resistivity to estimate the porosity in the fracture basement. It has good, I mean, for some certain case, it has good estimation. But if we're talking about some anomalies, some changing the resistivity of the rock, not just the cell, it can create the full porosity. So basically, you have conductive mineral inside the rock. Basically, it reflects that there's the porosity there, but actually it's not. For example, we did a case study. The porosity showing that actually it is from the literacy complexity. So in coming up with the time that we need to think about what is the solution. We have several solutions, but none of them give us the satisfied method. And it has to combine with the mathematics. So I don't want to go into details here, but this method called the multi-mineral solver. The method itself, we talked about 10 years ago, the Soviet already using it. But we improve it to another level. Because the current computing also allows us to solve this matrix equation better. Then how it happens? Using this method, we can identify lithology better. And we also, after we identify the lithology of the basement section, of course we can reduce the lithology effects on porosity estimation. Any comment on this? Sorry. Okay. Actually, that is a very good point to present here. You see, the first step is we analyze the lithology of the basement in the workflow. I don't think any management care about the lithology. They care about the porosity, right? But for basement, the management, they also only care about porosity, because what they care is porosity, water saturation, oil in place, then how you can produce it, and what is the cash flow. That is the three things that management they think about. But anyway, for pressure basement, back to the question, how to reduce the lithology effect on the porosity estimation. How to reduce? The first thing, you need to know what is the lithology. So that means coming back with this the question. And this also explains how this method can be shown to the challenge investment, because it can solve the volumetric for each mineral. You can see here the V stands for volume and M stands for mineral. So let's say if you have 5 minerals in the matrix. So with this equation you can find volume of each mineral. Then you after you know it, you just reduce it by ignore it out from the liquid. Continue with the workflow. So basically our concept is using multi-mineral solver. Try to calculate the mineral parameters and calculate the fee total. And we will calculate the fee secondary, and that is equal from fee fracture porosity and the bulk porosity. So this one is using for oil-based calculation. But for the permeability, we only calculate the free fracture. We remove the bulk porosity from the calculation. Then from last year we introduced the method to calculate the water saturation, residual water saturation in basement. You know what is the water saturation in basement now? I mean, what number that operator is using now? I know the number, that is 15%, but I never know where it comes from. We know it from the Soviet, but how people decide it, that is become a mystery now. Everyone had like the same number without all the answer why it is 15%. Maybe Mr. Lee now, he worked in Q now very long. Okay, he's laughing.
Usually, like 15%, we have already 5% on the low level, I think some consumption. Yeah, so petrol have very good database. Maybe they have a lot of cost and I never could understand. But when I saw this, you don't see the outline for the internet calculation we apply, but we do what we better running the simulation, the multiple solution, and we put the low frequency tax and that's the issue that for my study 2%. We review the answer and we set the solution with the level from 10%, 50%, 10%, and 5%.
Interesting comment from internet. Then in the next slide, I will show you about the core data of the Sokoto. Actually, in the last 3 years, we looked into the more than 700 wells in the basement from the Sokotos and other operators. And we look at the core because we have the agreement with the Sokoto to accept their lab. Then that's why surprisingly when I see the statistic of the water saturation back, I will show you later. So if you don't have any more questions, or I don't have more questions for you, I don't want to trouble you more in terms of geophysical work. So this is an example of how we do the interpretation in basement. Very quickly, of course, we have to do data analysis. After more than 10 years,